Welcome back to PRI. We've made it to Fuel Injector Clinic with my good friend Jens, who has somebody that he'd like to introduce to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I have Robin Lawrence over here, who is from Holley. We've been a technical partner to their changeover to the Pro Stock EFI program, and we just really have a good time working together with you. And I think Robin, has got a few words for us about our program with the data match technology.
Well, that sounds good, Robin. What do you got to tell us?
Well, the Pro Stock teams, as you know, we do a lot of development, and very high-end, very technical. So we needed some very well flow match injectors with good offset times and at different pressures, because the teams will choose the pressures that they run, and we just need good matching data and a quality injector that NHRA can also tech. So we went with Fuel Injector Clinic on those, and we worked with them on several other projects also.
Well, it sounds to me like this is a pretty good union. What do you have to benefit from this as a brand?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always proud when our work that we've done over the years gets recognized, that we are able to produce exceptional data that can work for all these different teams, and it's an awesome segue to work together with such a loyal big brand like Holley.
Holley is a big brand, and so continuing on into the future with Pro Stock, you've got future developments coming. What's going on with that injector system?
Really, not a whole lot. I mean, it's very much solidified. The guys have figured stuff out. People are playing with different injector placement. But the injector, because NHRA wants to be able to tech that, there really isn't going to be a lot of movement or change on the type or the design of that injector at all. So it's pretty well, here to stay.
So Jens, we're here at Injector Clinic, and you guys do injectors, but there's a lot of other things that you guys are involved with, and this OEM plug-and-play tuning data that you guys have created is something that's amazing to me. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we've been working on so hard this year all the time. We're looking at all the different types of ECUs. We're talking about stock ECUs that need specific data that matches to the format that are in these OE ECUs. And so, for the people that are using HP tuners, EFI Live, Cobb software, and all these different brands of vehicles, it could be a Subaru, it could be a Dodge, it could be a GM. And the data in the injector is actually the same, but the way that it's formatted in each of these ECUs is so different in every one. And that's where we come in to provide this to the tuner, to the consumer, so that it's easy for them to use our injectors, drop them into their ECU, and the car starts up right away, and they have to just do a little bit of fine-tuning to make it work. It's something that we get called on all the time by customers saying, oh, it's so great, I love to put this in, I don't have to do all the work that's necessary to actually create or interpret this data in such an ECU. So the other part that we're also doing, and I think we are clearly the only people in the country, is what's called short pulse width matching. And that is for the very large injectors. In the short pulse width, you actually have to put a different set of matching criteria in there than you do in the rest of the linear range. And we match that so that in those super short pulse widths that people need for a good idle and a good cruise in a very large injector car. You might have a 1500 horsepower Camaro on E85. Well, that requires a huge injector, but you still need it to idle and sit nicely at the traffic light and whatever. Exactly, and that's where this short pulse width matching is coming in, and that's a new thing for 2017, 2018.
Okay, Jens, we've gone through all the data, we've gone through the operations and how many different products we can assess with your plug-and-play unit, but the injectors themselves, do they have a lifetime or need maintenance? What do you do with these things over a period of time?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a lifetime warranty because injectors are really hardy. If something goes wrong, we're there for you with that warranty, standing behind our product. But we do also do the service. Sometimes, especially when you run aggressive fuels and whatever, look at having your injectors serviced. We have a full service program. You can go to our website, there's a little sheet you can download and send that in with your injectors, and you get back a full sheet of data of exactly the health and condition of your injectors.
So Jens, you also have a new product that is very interesting to me because these days there's a lot of new engines that have direct injection. They're putting fuel right into the combustion chamber, but some applications want a little extra fuel. How do you guys get that done?
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the beta testing stage of a system that we have that adds port injection to the direct injection vehicles, meaning that when you go over into the higher fuel demands, you just switch in the port injection system. Our concept that we're looking at is actually making that compatible with the HP tuners, with the stock ECUs. So whichever, whether you in Ford, an EFI Live or whatever, this system runs autonomously from the main computer and just adds the second set of injectors in at a threshold that you predetermine, and suddenly you've got all the benefits of port injection added back to the direct injection. You have all the benefits of direct injection down in the short pulse width area. You can leave all that stock. You don't have to mess with the very expensive bits on direct injection. You just add the secondary port injection side, and when you need the big power, there it is. And on top of it, there's those little benefits that the OEs are struggling with, which is the carbon buildup on the valves and all of that, which is resolved by having port injection that temporarily comes in when you need it.
So Jens, sounds to me like you guys have done your homework and got a lot of data to share with people, but how do they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. You can give us a call. That's a great way, but also we're very active. Facebook, Instagram. You can message us there. You can go to our website, tons of information at fuelinjectorclinic.com. But we're always ready to talk to the customer because we love our crowd that we're in.
So, with that being said, we want to thank you and thank everybody for watching here at PRI. We'll be back with another video from Power Automedia coming up next.